know I told you I had one more match, and I'm very, very sorry about this. Unfortunately, the current champion decided that apparently he had told Joel Gertner, who was here to help us out today, he decided to tell him he wanted to defend the title against any hardcore extreme icon that felt that they needed a chance to get a title shot, or anybody who thought they were tough enough or wanted to take the title from him. So Mikey basically won the title just a few minutes ago by winning and defeating 8 other guys in the melee. By the way, the 8 guys were not just anybody. They were pretty big names. So Mikey will now defend against anyone who wants to challenge. Looks like Perry Saturn is the first one to answer the call of the one they call Mikey Whipwreck, the new champion. If you guys are regulars to our show, then you know what type of match we call this. This is what we like to call a title relay, which means the champion, who is Mikey Whipwreck at the time, is the champion. However, whoever eliminates him will be crowned the new champion. And basically the way it works is the last guy standing in the ring will be the champion. So the idea is to keep your eye on who the champion is and who eliminates him, as they will be the new champion until there's only one left. Kind of simple, really. But unfortunately, Mikey called out hardcore icons, and Sabu now is, what's that, 4 now? 3, sorry. Oh no. And it goes from bad to worse. Is Mikey now taking things to Sabu, and just as when he thought things were good enough, here comes his old friend, Terry Funk. And now Sabu trying to get rid of Saturn so he can get his shot back. Apparently he feels some kind of way. Well, people stealing the thunder. Again, the idea is to get the title off of Mikey, because he is the champion, and again, that's how that works. In the event that 2 guys work together, whoever initiates the first trying to attempt to get rid of the person will be declared the champion. And here comes former tag team champion. Earlier tonight we saw Axel Rotten trying to get his singles gold early tonight. But I'm sure we'll see him again, and I'm sure he's not going to be his first time holding some tag team gold here on Classics, as Sabu is taking some time off, as Axel trying to get rid of Terry Funk, and Terry Saturn, I don't know what he's doing, but apparently he thinks that talking to the crowd is important. Comes the innovator of violence now. And maybe Mikey is kind of second-thoughting, defending his title against all these guys. They called out hardcore icons, and Mikey got them, that's for sure. You got Perry Saturn of the Eliminators, the Innovator of Violence, Tommy Trema, Homicidal, Genocidal, Death Denying Dadman, Sabu, Axel Rotten, who lives up to his name, and Terry Funk. And now, he's not good, he's not bad, he's just incredible. And there he is. And he lets Terry Funk know knows he is there by attacking him first. As the champion right now, rather than stay out of the melee and maybe staying out of the sights of people, decides to get involved. Instead, oh, they got Perry Saturn, who was #1, folks. He was the first person to challenge Mikey. So Mikey eliminates his first opponent, I guess you'd say. But now he's waiting for Axel, but Axel Rotten is laying in wait. Could this be, At number 8, here comes Axel's partner. And there he is. And Just Incredible and Tommy Dreamer duking it out. Mikey's still in this, folks. Sabu and Balls Mahoney now brawling it out, and Terry Funk, probably the oldest person in this ring right now. But don't try to tell him that, because he could care less, as he's all. Is Terry Funk going to be the first one? He does! And now Terry Funk is the new ECW champion at whatever old he is, 112 years old. And Balls Mahoney just got rid of Sabu, so he doesn't have to worry about him now. Again, folks, this is a relay melee for the title, which Mikey, unfortunately, is now a former champion, and now Terry Funk is the new champion. So now the object of people would be get rid of Terry Funk. Anyway, I don't have to explain it to you guys. You guys get it. As Balls Mahoney getting shots on. Oh! And Just Incredible just knocked Axel Rotten down with a kick. Terry Funk having problems with his former protege, Tommy Dreamer. And Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten, fellow tag team partners, are duking it out with each other. That's not uncommon, folks. It's a brotherhood thing. Who better to fight with than your own brothers? And there, that's a choke slam by Axel Rotten to Balls Mahoney, his fellow tag team partner, as Just Incredible now goes after the current ECW champion. Now he's eliminated, which means Just Incredible is now the Extreme champion, as he has eliminated Terry Funk. Axel Rotten now, suplex. Bubba Ray Dudley of the Dudley Boys is now involved in the ring. Axel with a right hand to his tag team partner again. And now Just Incredible. Oh, eliminated by Bubba Ray Dudley, who is now the new ECW champion. For about 12 seconds, because Axel Rotten eliminates him, and Axel Rotten is now the Extreme champion. How about that, folks? Just like that, titles change hands. Thanks, Mikey. Uh-oh. It's the Japanese buzzsaw himself, ladies and gentlemen. The master of the tarantula. The re-innovator of the spew, Tajiri. Uh-oh. And Balls Mahoney gets rid of Axel Rotten, so, yep. Balls Mahoney is now the champion. Tajiri gets rid of Tommy Dreamer. Balls Mahoney, your current Extreme champion. And he's in there with Tajiri by himself. Yet I wonder how many guys answered this call. And here's 11. It's Little Guido of the FBI. There he is. Where's my pizza, Guido? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Sorry. Hey, Guido, it's cold. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, I guess when we asked for our pizza, we never really did, really say how it was supposed to be cooked or what type we wanted. But it's here. As Tajiri and Guido, who are roughly about the same size, picking on each other. And now Balls Mahoney, the current champion, gets involved with Tajiri. And here comes the Beast from the East earlier. We saw him. And nice brainbuster for Balls Mahoney. As Guido now tries to get rid of the Japanese buzzsaw. And now Bam Bam trying to become a champion himself. To no avail. Oh, right hands by Guido and Tajiri. Oh, Bam Bam might want to watch out, because here comes his old friend, Little Spike Dudley, coming back into the ring again. And he goes after Tajiri. It's almost like the Munchkins went on strike and they all went after each other from Munchkin Land. And meanwhile, Tajiri, the Beast from the East, goes after Tajiri. Which you gotta wonder, if you're Tajiri and you see someone like Bam Bam Bigelow, his size, is that the equivalent of Godzilla coming after you? As the current Extreme champion just gets rid of one of his old tag team partners and friends, Spike Dudley. Balls Mahoney, again, still, folks, is your current Extreme champion. He got rid of little Spike, and now he's trying to get rid of little Guido. Maybe get a little help from the Beast from the East now, and he does. I wouldn't imagine Guido would be able to put off that. As Lance Storm, ladies and gentlemen, if I can be serious for a moment, is now in the ring. Probably one of the best technicians of ECW. Well, there's a lot of technicians of ECW, but Lance Storm definitely one of the best. He's also made his rounds all over the place. And look, it's Al Snow, everyone. Now, question for everyone. What does everybody want other than, you know, action? Well, if you were to ask Al Snow, he'd say he just wants head. And and Al Snow, head and all, gets rid of Lance Storm. And Al Snow makes quick work of Lance Storm. He just made his came to the ring and already eliminated somebody. Good for him. And the current Extreme Champion, Balls Mahoney, who's currently trying to get rid of the Beast from the East. Had better worry about the shopping cart, hardcore shopping cart expert, New Jack. Again, minus the music in his match. Will that affect him somehow? I think that might have actually worked against him in his match now that I think about it. He is used to having his music play. Maybe that's what he needs. But Balls drops him, and now he takes his attention to Bam Bam with a nice running power slam. It's the franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Bam Bam will get some luck and some help from his good friend Shane Douglas.
A competitor.
And he does, as Shane Douglas put a bulldog on the current champion. And now turns his attentions to Al Snow, as New Jack rattles off on Bam Bam. By the way, Tajiri is gone. Shane Douglas trying to get rid of Al Snow, as New Jack trying to get rid of Bam Bam. He'd probably have a better luck if he got a forklift maybe instead of a shopping cart. Want to talk about hardcore legends, and you want to talk about ECW icons. There's Cactus Jack, ladies and gentlemen, who Al Snow welcomes to the ring with a spine buster. I'm sure that does not feel good for the New York #1 bestseller. As the current champion, Balls Mahoney, by the way, who's still in this, is trying to get rid of the franchise. Bam Bam, nice drop kick. Al Snow got shot from behind by Bam Bam, went airborne, and it's Cactus Jack. Everyone's kind of hitting everybody now. It's like a three-ring circus. The artist formerly known as Nova, and also Hollywood Nova, who is now Simon Dean, ladies and gentlemen, has hit the ring, as Cactus Jack is nice enough to welcome him to the ring. Balls Mahoney giving right hands, the current champion, to Bam Bam Bigelow. Al Snow teeing off on Shane Douglas. I guess New Jack decided he didn't like that too much, as he's trying to get rid of the Master of Head. Shane Douglas, nice powerbomb for Cactus Jack. Oh no! And the franchise eliminates the former champion, Balls Mahoney, and now the franchise is the new Extreme Champion. As another Tokyo bad boy, Masao Tanaka, the guy who likes to get chair shots and asks for more. He has hit the ring, and he's going after the franchise. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I know that someone's eliminated, folks. Unfortunately, I can't see who. I'd have to say, due to the fact that who's in the ring now, I'd have to say Lance Storm has been eliminated, as has New Jack. Bam Bam is now eliminated, courtesy of Al Snow. Perhaps Al Snow needed a little head in his life and didn't get it. As Tanaka teeing off on the artist formerly known as Nova. Tanaka doesn't care. Give him a chair to his head or to sit on. One of the two. He likes them both. As Al Snow and Cactus duking it out. The current champion, by the way, again, is Shane Douglas, the franchise. 1/3 of the Triple Threat. His fellow Triple Threat member, Bam Bam, was eliminated, as you saw. As Tanaka grabs a hold of Al Snow. Cactus Jack's been busted open, courtesy of the franchise. And now Simon Dean and Tanaka working together to get rid of Al Snow, and to their success. Shane Douglas trying to get rid of Cactus Jack. Tanaka right in the face of the franchise. Cactus Jack says, oh, wait a minute. Well, how about that, folks? Not only did he start it all and make it all possible, now he's going to go in there and try to win his own title. Good for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Paul Heyman, who no one seems to want to play with. How about that? What respect? Oh, wait a minute. And Paul goes after Simon Dean first with a right hand. I haven't seen Paul Heyman in a wrestling ring in I don't know how long, folks. Not since the old, there goes Tanaka, courtesy of the champion, Shane Douglas. And here comes, oh boy. I don't think there's any beer left, folks, because here's the Sandman, folks. And Paul Heyman taking down Simon Dean, and now goes after the Sandman. How about that? Yeah, I haven't seen Paul Heyman in the rings probably since the old Jason Harvey days. And Heyman gets a swinging neckbreaker from the Sandman. Shane Douglas trying to get rid of Cactus Jack, but to no avail. He hung on. He's still in this, Shane. And nice reverse suplex by the Douglas. Oh, look, at number 23, me, who was in the original ECW. Good for me. Throwbacks. And of course I'd go after him first. That's funny, since those of you guys who know the history of the character known as Jazz Fitness know that it was basically a mockumentary tribute to Simon Dean. Fun facts. Cactus Jack tried to get rid of Shane Douglas, which, by the way, I got rid of Simon Dean. And now I'm trying to get rid of Cactus Jack. And we both give a right hand to Cactus Jack for Shane Douglas. And I saw, oh, wait a minute. Number 24, the hardcore announcer himself, Joey Styles. You know what? That earns it. Oh, my God. As he goes after the franchise himself. What if it came down to Paul Heyman and Joey Styles in the main event, in the final two? Wouldn't that be appropriate? That'd be kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people aren't Heyman fans due to the fact of who he's associated with these days, but I have nothing but respect for the man. He was the first guy to give me a job in business, and I have much love for the guy. I think he's a great mind. Joey Styles, who I also is a good friend of mine. Don't take it personally, Joey, as I gave him a shadow kick. And here comes the third member of the Triple Threat. Now Shane's got some backup, I guess. And it's Chris Candido, ladies and gentlemen, minus the Sunny. Nice T-bone suplex by myself, I might say. Sandman going after Joey Styles. Cactus Jack and Paul Heyman beating up each other. And Chris Candido gets a deep-fried Oreo driver for his troubles. Cactus Jack, Russian leg sweep to the Sandman. Or, of course, the Sandman, that would be a white Russian leg sweep. And and now Chris Candido and Shane Douglas. I thought the Triple Threat was going to work together there to get rid of me, but they decided not to instead. Shane stopped helping out Chris Candido, his friend, and there's a right hand. And he almost imploded right there, and they do. Wow, that's something. And I throw Paul Heyman. And I guess I've turned my attention onto him, and there goes Paul Heyman. Sorry, Paul. I guess I didn't want you getting hurt. And, oh boy. Here comes a human suplex machine, folks. And in case you guys are forgetting, the current Extreme Champion is Shane Douglas, as he was the last person to eliminate the former champion. So if pay attention to Shane Douglas, anyone who's eliminated by him, if he lifts him, then he will be the champion. As Taz is getting acquainted with me. Oh no. See you later. Thanks for coming to me. As Taz, nice T-bone suplex of his own, out to the ring to me. And the Sandman welcomes Taz. And and Taz is thrown out by Sandman. How about that? Shane Douglas, the current champion, feeling good about himself. Joey Styles eliminates Chris Candido. How about that? And now Styles turning his attention on to Shane Douglas, as Cactus Jack and Sandman are duking out in the other corner. I kind of lost track of what number we're at, folks, so I don't really know what number of how many more people we have in this thing. Shane Douglas with a nice stunner on Styles. Foley, or Cactus Jack, with a chop to Sandman. Are these the final four? Is there any more people? I don't really know, folks. To be honest, I lost track. I was so caught up with this action. I believe these are your final four. And Shane Douglas, nice power slam, power bomb to Cactus Jack. Excuse me as I sneeze. So when I was joking earlier about the possibility of Joey Styles winning, he is down to the final three. Oh no, wait. I guess now we'll find out what number we're at. Oh, number 27. Okay, so we got a couple more people, a few more entries, I guess. As Raven has hit the ring, the king of the flock. I was gonna say, Joey Styles still has a little bit of a chance. I would be completely surprised, but again, your current champion is Shane Douglas, who is still involved in this match. I'm just saying that because I want to make sure you guys are reminded that this is a title relay melee. So, as Raven tries to get rid of Cactus Jack, the franchise taking a breather. Styles also. The current television champion, ladies and gentlemen. The whole effing show himself. Rob Van Dam, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. And Cactus Jack's eliminated. And after Cactus Jack was eliminated, Shane Douglas was nice enough to get rid of Raven as well. And Rob Van Dam trying to get rid of Joey Styles, the hardcore announcer. And he forgets that Shane Douglas, who is the current champion, is in the ring. Oh boy. Who remembers when this guy wreaked havoc in ECW? It's Big Sid. If you ask Vito, he'll tell you. And a few other guys. Rob Van Dam could care less, and he gives a head scissors takedown. And Big Sid back chop to Rob Van Dam. Van Dam using those kicks. And, hey, how about that, folks? Joey Styles has eliminated Shane Douglas, which means for the moment, Joey Styles indeed is the Extreme Champion. And with Danny Doring coming in at number 30, that means these are your final four. Van Dam, Vicious, Doring, and Joey Styles, who currently is your Extreme Champion. No, folks, only on this show will we ever have any of this. These are names you probably haven't heard of in years, but we're bringing you back to the glory days. If you guys don't know much about this stuff, I really urge you guys to look into it further and really watch some of this old stuff. There was some great stuff that Extreme ECW used to do, and these guys busted their asses to put on a show, and Joey Styles power bombs Sid out of the ring into the floor, which means he's in the final three. And I also want to remind you guys, also on our show, it's completely randomized and motorized, and it is not done. We don't play these games. That's the only, I should have probably gave you that disclaimer earlier, but yeah, we have no control of any of these outcomes. So what happens, happens. We just call it like it is. And here's what I can tell you currently right now. Joey Styles is your current Extreme Champion. And Danny Doring looks like he wants to, and he does. Here comes some words I don't think I've ever thought I'd hear, and I almost thought I was going to say it again. Danny Doring is your current Extreme Champion. And he is now gone, which means the whole effing show, Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Thursday Night. Yeah, there's probably several other different variations. But any way you look at it,
here is your winner,
Rob Van Dam.
ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Rob Van Dam.
Well, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? We started off with Mikey Whipwreck making an open challenge to anyone who thought they were hardcore enough. 30 guys stepped up to the plate. The title changed hands several times in this match. And in the end, one man left standing, and it isn't Mikey Whipwreck, but it is indeed that man right there, Rob Van Dam. Well, folks, we hope you guys enjoyed Throwbacks and Throwback Thursdays Classics Edition. I thank you guys for enjoying this extreme night of action. As I am tapping out, you guys have a great night. We'll see you this weekend. May all your dreams come true. You just got jazzed by vengeance.